Hi, I'm Heather, and I will be delivering my commemorative speech. Here are my note cards. I'll introduce my audience. We have Aaron, Michelle, Tina, Paul, and Cliff. Here you go. What makes your mother a mother? What makes your mother a good mother? The people in our lives who have genuinely known us for who we are have the greatest influence in our lives, such as our parents. My mother was always a solid rock I knew I could count on growing up. When it comes to my life, my mother, without a doubt, has always had the greatest impact. She has remained at my side through some of the toughest and some of the greatest of times. No matter the situation, she has always managed to be there in the nick of time to help me out. My choices, values, and my character are indirectly a reflection of my mom. Today I would like to discuss a few of the positive impacts that my mother's had on my life, including how to be resourceful, being kind and respectful towards others, and being grateful for what you have. I can say with great confidence that she will continue to influence me and grow as a person as she has done for all these years. Let us begin by talking about one of the ways in which my mother has positively impacted my life. My mother and father married at an early age where they settled down to raise a family. Through an unexpected tragic accident my father was involved in, she was left to raise 4 young children on her own. This very experience played a great role in the qualities of being resourceful that my mother adapted to. What does it mean to be resourceful? An individual can be defined as resourceful if they can find quick and clever ways to overcome difficulties. My mother is always finding ways to recycle things in the household or to make things so we didn't have to purchase them. At an early age, I was taught the skill of cooking and preparing a meal from scratch. This important life skill taught me not only the importance of cooking at home, but to save money from being and not having to buy different ingredients that can be substituted in for others. In addition, growing up, she taught us not only how to plant a garden, but the appropriate time of the year that each plant should go in the ground. Once the vegetables began rolling in, my mother would can everything in her kitchen so she was able to serve them all season long. My mother is a world-renowned do-it-yourselfer. Amongst the many skills she has taught me, I suppose the biggest has been the DIY skill. From plumbing to painting, I have a small knowledge of both and an attempt to tackle every job on my own before calling in a professional. Now that we've discussed how resourceful my mother is, let's take a look at more ways she's impacted my life. Growing up, the golden rule of treating others the way you want to be treated was bounced around quite a bit in our household. In a house of 7 children with the bickering and back and forth, I'm sure my mother felt like a robot as many times as she repeated herself. This very rule was a direct representation of the standard in which my mother expected us to treat anyone we would encounter. What does it mean to be kind and respectful towards others? When you maintain the attitude of being friendly, generous, and considerate towards others, it can be said that you're friendly and respectful. My mother has always treated everyone she's crossed paths with the same dignity and respect that they deserve. I recall on one occasion my mother stating, "Always treat everyone the same, whether they're the housekeeper or CEO." Too often we get caught up in the day-to-day and fail to realize that behind the titles that we hand out to one another, we're all humans. We all need love, encouragement, and respect. Despite any background differences, we should all be nice to one another. Now that we've discussed how my mother has taught me to be respectful towards others, let's discuss how she's taught me to be grateful. My mother's philosophy was that if I was getting everything that I wanted, then how could I truly be aware of the feelings of gratefulness when I did receive something? In other words, less is more. What does it mean to be grateful? One could describe gratitude as the state of being thankful or appreciative towards something. She taught me the importance of gratitude. Even in the most challenging situations, she would find something to be grateful for. Gratitude changes everything, and I learned that once you have an attitude of gratitude, it was not hard to stay positive and maintain an optimistic outlook on life. On one occasion, I recall my mother stating, "If we all threw our problems in a pile and saw everyone else's, we'd grab ours back." At first, I didn't exactly know what the meaning behind this phrase. However, it wasn't long before I found out. No matter how bad you think you have it, someone else in the world is struggling more than you are. I have been able to connect this saying with many situations that have presented themselves throughout my life, whether it be witnessing the hardships that others encounter, or at work when individuals receive a life-altering diagnosis. On numerous occasions, I found myself reflecting back on this very quote when I'm feeling down or simply having a bad day. This quote helps me reflect on just how lucky I am. As we near the conclusion, I hope the information I've shared with you shed light on the many positive contributions my mother's had on my life. My mother is truly an extraordinary person for the numerous things that she's been able to accomplish in her life despite the obstacles along the way. Not everyone is lucky to have a mother, and few are lucky to have a mother like mine. Whether a good day or bad, whether I'm happy or sad, whether rude or kind, she's always there and loves me no matter what. Among the many things that she's taught me in life, a few of the greatest are being resourceful, treating others with kindness and respect, and being grateful. Every day I'm inspired to continue pushing forward toward my goals as she showed me that through determination and hard work anything's possible. She may not realize it, but she's taught me so much, and I will forever be grateful for that. From the great words of Myrna Malad, a mother is she who can take the place of all others, but whose place no one else can take. Thank you.
You're welcome.